Okay, so here's a project that was completed maybe a few years back in North Minneapolis. Um, this was an electrical job with a small plumbing job. The owner called me in to uh, install some recessed lights. As you can see, I'm testing everything right now. I also installed that light right there. I had to upgrade all the outlets. I'm just going through the checks and balances. Had to change that from a 2-gang to a 4-gang box. Every fixture was upgraded in the home. Every outlet was upgraded. You can see me going through the rooms right now, checking everything. All outlets are grounded according to NEC electrical code. Doing a walkthrough through the restroom, I installed the vent fan and exhausted it outside as well before everything was closed up in the home. Or the ceiling, I should say. The windows were upgraded too, but not by me. I upgraded every fixture as well. So this was a project that I saw from the beginning and saw it through to the end. The owner did a good job. This was a fix and flip. This is definitely the business that I am going to get in. You can see me going upstairs. There was a 3-way switch right there that was not functioning in the beginning. I had to correct everything. So now it works properly. The switch is on the back side of this wall right here. I may show it. It's at the end of that wall right there. That's that half wall. The main goodies were right there at the first light. Oh, the switch is right there. So the 3-way switch works. I also installed the parallel light down there so the whole room can light up. That box right there is very, very important because when I installed the ceiling recessed lights, I had to find a port down to the 4-gang box at the beginning of the video that you saw in the front room. That was the main home run from the lights in the ceiling and also the light in the middle of the living room as well. So that was the port that I used to drop those lines down to the 4-gang box in the front room. So that is a very, very important spot, especially for troubleshooting purposes. Every outlet was upgraded as well. I don't know why they covered up those boxes. That's just beyond me. That's just kind of how it is. You know, you can see the baseboards are covering up the outlet. I just don't understand, but whatever. I certainly wouldn't have did that. I would have cut around them. I think the baseboards were higher or larger than they should have been, but that's my opinion. I also put a light in the closet as well. Now we're making our way over to, I installed the banisters as well. Now we're making our way over to the kitchen where an outlet was dropped for the stove and the microwave, 2 separate outlets. The garage hasn't been built yet. I also ran a home run, which was in a conduit, watertight conduit with the proper fittings out to the garage to power the garage. There's a GFI and power for the external garage door light and the motor as well, garage door opener. You can see me looking at everything. You can see the pendant lights that I installed as well. Dropped those lines from upstairs, fished them over to the box right there. I also installed the 3-way light at that door and at the entrance door to the kitchen as well. I ran those under because the basement was open, so I just ran them under and fished them up. I upgraded all the outlets on the countertops as well. And I believe the pendant light switch is right there as well, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. So, and I also hooked up the garbage disposal and the dishwasher and ran power for those. They're all on their own independent breakers. 20 amps, by the way, depending on the amp draw. I also corrected this 3-way light right here as well. I had to fix a lot of stuff. Converted those lights to recessed lights. Those were can lights. They have adapting units. I also dropped the line for a potential TV right here and an outlet beneath, and also installed the light right there. So all this was opened up, rough in work. I also put a light in here for utility purposes, because why not when you're doing work? I also put a TV mount outlet right there as the owner requested. All those outlets were upgraded as well. You're going into the restroom where I installed the vent fan, ran power, upgraded all the countertop outlets to GFI, and there is a light in the shower, which it's on its own switch. I think there's 3 switches right there. Those are GFIs because they're within 6 feet of water spouts. That's NEC electrical code. So everything was done according to code. It was inspected by the master electrician and it passed code. So, yeah, I believe the smoke detectors were already interconnected, if I'm not mistaken. But I believe that they are interconnected because that's what they want now with new code. They don't want really battery operated ones. They want them to be interconnected on their own circuit breaker. So you can see this was just me going back, making sure everything was correct and done as it's finished now. You know, that's just what a good contractor does. I was subcontracted out for this job. It turned out well. Some of the stuff was already done. As far as that light switch, I don't know why that light switch is right there. I just left it where it was. That's just how they designed the room down there from the beginning, when they bought the home years ago. So it was no point in me moving that. All those were upgraded as well. They're all grounded. And we're making our way over to the lines room. I didn't do much work in here except make sure the new lines were fished over to the panel and that the other electrical was cleaned up. So, yeah, they did not request that the panel be upgraded because, you know, you can't latch it, but everything is labeled. The inspector passed everything, so, you know, there was no issue. So everything worked out. So we did pass inspection, like I said. I stapled the lines within 12 inches from the top of the panel. They usually want 6 or 12 inches, but you can see there's nothing up there supporting the line. So I just went to the next beam. So other than that, this was a project that was done. It turned out well, was paid handsomely for it. So I work with this client on many jobs, so he knows my work. So that's why he calls me back and I get referrals. So let me know what you think. This is JD with JOD Consultants. Oh, not to mention I am an electrical engineer and I hold a, as you can see, timeout. Whenever you see a gas system inside of the home, this is what's known as a low pressure gas system, meaning that it's inside the home, it's low pressure. When it is outside the home, it is known as a high pressure. Okay, that is the difference. Inside the home, low pressure, there's a regulator. Outside the home, high pressure. Okay, FY. Oh, I do hold my apprentice card is renewed, so I am very skilled in the field of electricity, and I am currently working with a master electrician. So just as I was back then as well. So I'm very familiar in the field of electricity and plumbing and other things. People usually call me in to fix issues that other people cannot fix, whether it's carpentry, plumbing, electrical, garage door openers, garage door installer. It doesn't matter. I'm pretty much a jack of many trades. If I can't do it, I will not do it. I also install windows as well, but I did not install these at this particular property, and I did not install the carpet. Typically, I would subcontract out the carpet, but the windows, that's not really hard work to do, but I did not install these. It was a peer of mine. So let me know what you think about the video. This is one of the completed projects. I was just going through doing checks and balances to make sure that my job was done correctly, and it was. So let me know what you think. This is JD with JOD Consultants signing out. Peace.